think about it. If you want to lose weight, everybody will always tell you, just diet yourself, eat healthy, just move more. Yes, it's all great. But if you can't out-train your diet, guys. You can't win this battle of a weight loss if you're not being prepared. Welcome to a new episode of the Eckert podcast. I'm Eva Eckert and I am host of the show. I am a Polish immigrant with a big heart, strong accent, kick-ass husband, and 2 beautiful kids. American entrepreneur sharing an incredible mission to inspire women just like you around the world to take bold actions towards their dreams, passions, desires, so their life become more meaningful and fulfilled. I believe that the best superhero of your unique purpose is inside all of you, all of us, and we should share it with the world to make the world a better place. May this episode help you finally discover the power of self-belief, self-motivation, so you can stop making the excuses and create the life you truly desire and deserve by being the upgraded version of you. Welcome to the show, guys. The topic of the episode is how to lose weight effectively. And I am going to give you some points based on what I've been doing, what my kids been doing, what my family's been doing, what my clients have been doing. And this episode has been inspired by actually my coaching calls. If for those of you who are here for the first time, I just wanted to let you know that I do coach one-on-one and I do group coaching. And in our group coaching, as even one-on-one coaching, we discover the mindset, muscles, motherhood, mission, and marriage. And those are the 5 M's, the 5 M that I always talk about. And in the recent calls and the recent posts that people have been doing, actually something triggered me based on how one of my clients actually posted her debrief and her screenshot of the MyFitnessPal. And you see, the answers are always triggered by the problems when we think about it. Because of the problem, because of what I've seen, I'm like, I gotta share it with most of you, all of you out there who are struggling with weight loss, who can't burn the fat, who can't create good habits. And this is how I got inspired by this episode. So I'm like, okay, I gotta put it out there. I gotta give you guys some pointers. So it's all, I would say, for those of you mom, or maybe parents, the first thing in weight loss, in losing weight effectively, is preparation, guys. Number 1. So think about it like if you would break down preparation, the world, what is it based on? And I'm going to dissect this into pieces. Because when this person posted, she posted a really bad, I would say, bad screenshot of MyFitnessPal. And if you don't know what FitnessPal is, it's an application when you kind of log in your food and it gives you the macros. So it gives you the protein, it gives you the fats, it gives you the carbohydrates, the sugars, what you've eaten that day. And the numbers were out of whack. And the reason for it simply is because she wasn't prepared when she went out and she went to a local place. It was most likely fast food place. We don't need to call the names. We don't need to give you the exact name of the fast food place. Let's just call it the fast food. And we know the restaurants, the chains of the restaurant who are the fast food place. So you have an idea what she could possibly have eaten. But this comes from being unprepared. So think about it. If you want to lose weight, everybody will always tell you, just diet yourself, eat healthy, just move more. Yes, it's all great. But if you can't out-train your diet, guys. You can't win this battle of a weight loss if you're not being prepared. So if you want to lose the weight, number one is preparation. And what do I mean by this? If you're going out by yourself, if you're going out with your kids, with your family, rule number one is to be prepared. So I'm going to give you an idea. If we're going to a Disney World, Disneyland, we travel, we go on planes, we always are prepared. And what I mean by this, we always have some kind of food with us. It can be a high protein sandwich. I literally took on the planes with me steamed vegetables and a chicken, protein chips, protein bars, protein shakes. Obviously, you can go for customs with protein shake, but then you go and you buy a protein shake, or you take a powder with you. Literally, I would take a powder on a plane with me and a shaker bottle. So I would ask the flight attendant for some water and add my protein shake in it. That's what I mean by being prepared. So if you're heading out there with your kids, think ahead. Because we all moms prepare for the kids, but do we prepare for ourselves? Often not. And you are the mom that will be biting on piece of this, piece of that, piece of pretzel, piece of this. You will not eat, but you would be snacking, and you have no clue overall how much you've eaten that day. Because what you've been doing, it's just snacking instead of having a good sit-down meal. So how about that? You're going to plan. Because P in preparation stands for planning. Planning meaning having an exact plan when you're leaving the house. When I leave the house, in my car, you always find protein bars, protein shakes, protein, all protein. Even when I take people on the ride, they will be like blown away, and they will be like, you have water and you have protein, because this is the most important thing. So guys, no matter what you are facing, it's always a way. And what I've been doing, there are thermoses available for you. You can buy a small one, you can buy a big one, and you can actually put hot food in it. So when you travel, it stays hot. How awesome is that? Number two, which is not even number two, preparation. The second letter in preparation is R, means repetition. So think about it. How many times you have to repeat the same thing over and over. So let's put it this way, because it's weight loss, right? We wanted to lose weight. So do you think by repeating the same thing that works over and over will give you the results? Absolutely, will give you the good or the bad results. So because you want to lose weight, you need to repeat, almost like eat the same thing, for instance. Or if 5 meals a day works, do 5 meals. Course correct it. Have a competence about it. That's what the repetition is all about. You got to do it over and over again. Now, E in repetition stays for excellence, like meaning doing it better than the day before. That's what excellence is. You, by repetitions, you creating excellence and competence because you becoming better. So by storing your food in MyFitnessPal, you taking the numbers, you reviewing it, and you are like, I need to fix that. I need to do a little bit better. I need to be more mindful the next day. Don't half-ass anything. Get in the trenches, do it right, do it excellent, always on your A game. So how does the excellence work for us? We just know that by repeating it and having the plan, we always will execute on it, guys. And there is, and not only me and my husband and my clients learning this, but also the kids learning to be prepared too. So if we travel, they already know what they need to pack. They not come empty-handed. They always have something with them. So P in preparation stands for push and pressure. Now, we're going to be pushing and pressuring ourselves, but we're also gonna push and pressure other people if they want to go on a journey with us, right? So thinking like there is no limits. The limit is you. So if you want to lose that weight, you need to push yourself out of the limits that you put yourself on. Like, think about it. You're going to, like, so many times we had get-togethers. We would have parties. We would go to birthday parties. And because we were maybe in our photo shoot mode, we wouldn't taste the cake. We wouldn't drink the alcohol. We wouldn't eat anything fried, but they were our standards. We put the good limit on ourselves, meaning we're learning to say no to the outside world. We're learning to say no what some other people think is okay. And people will tell you, listen, this is okay, just this time you can eat it. But because you are so focused on your mission, on your weight loss, you're gonna say no to this person. And let me tell you, these letters all make sense because they are in order. Like the preparation, the repetition, the excellence, the push and pressure, because you will get into the tunnel vision of your weight loss. That's what it is, guys. It sounds so crazy in the beginning, but more and more you do these things, more and more you create these short-term challenges for yourself. Either it's 21 days or 6 weeks challenge. You decide that, you know what, for a week, I'm not going to eat fruits. I'm not going to touch sugar. I'm not going to drink alcohol, whatever it is. But those are crucial in your confidence and in your discipline, guys. And I'm telling you, you should be sharing this episode like crazy, because once people get this, the weight loss becomes fast. There is no diet gimmick here. We're not talking about dieting. Everybody knows how to eat healthy. We know what's good, what's not, because we're going back to our ancestors. Think about it, how they used to live. They would hunt the animals. They would be grown vegetables. Women would go to the garden, pick up, and the men would hunt. So there would be natural foods. Like, think about it. No processed foods. There would be, the life would be so simple, because you would eat grilled meat and you would eat some grilled or steamed or cooked vegetables. We all have this. So go back to your roots. Go back to the basics. Now, A stands for ask questions. Like, think about it. If somebody has lost the weight or anything else in life, if you want to know an answer, wouldn't you ask question? Think about a friend, a person that just recently lost the weight. You admire them, or you say, oh my God, you must be sick. You admire them, because there are two things. Either people ask you if you are sick, or what have you done that you look so amazing? So you ask them a question. Hey, listen, what have you done? What did you do? And the person tells you, hey, listen, I started eating healthy because it was time. I couldn't fit in my favorite pair of jeans or my sexy clothes, or I'm going to a beautiful retreat. I can't look like a slob. It's time for me to step up my game. That's what it is. So you're asking questions. So when you are on weight loss journey, ask questions. And this is where the Freak Female Alliance comes in place, because we ask those questions. When we get together every week, we ask those questions. And those are the coaching calls. Or if I have a coaching call with my client one-on-one, if they need to fix their eating habits, we're diving right in. So asking questions, asking for experts, not people who talk, but they don't walk their talk. There is a difference, because you need to be an example. If you're talking about weight loss and you're not looking good yourself, then shame on you. You should not be giving advice. I'm sorry to break it down, but you should not be giving advice to someone if you don't do it yourself. That means that you are not doing yourself. I want a coach that lead by example. So asking experts and also asking for feedback. Meaning, it's hard sometimes for us to ask for feedback, because sometimes the feedback might not be good for you. But you gotta take it in, take a deep breath in, not be defensive, not be aggressive, not avoid the feedback, just take it in and see, okay, there is some truth what I've gotten, so I gotta apply. Now, R stands for reflection. And what is reflection? Like reflecting based on your day. But how can you reflect if you do not put it into writing? So how will you remember what you've done that day if you didn't record anything? I always tell my clients, listen, we forget. And I might ask you, what did you eat 5 days ago? Do you remember? Probably not, unless you eat the same food every day, every single day. But it's a very rare occasion that people eat identical food. But if you would have asked me what I eat on very repetitive basis, meaning I eat the same shake every day. I eat the same yogurt every day with collagen peptides. I eat either steamed vegetables, cauliflower or broccoli, or mixed together, or I'm adding some carrots for starch throughout the day, because we need carrots in our body. It's a good starch for us. And I am eating grilled chicken during the day, or I'm eating grilled fish, or I'm eating egg whites. And this, based on the day, I alternate. Either eating one chicken and one egg white, or I usually don't eat 2 times chicken a day. I would not be able to. So I drink some protein shakes. Sometimes I will have a protein bar, but I'm sticking to natural whole grain foods to deliver the 40 grams of fiber per day. It's crucial. And this is what give you a great food every single day. But guys, this is for someone that already had it figured out, like they know what works. In the beginning of your journey, get a MyFitnessPal. This is not a paid advertisement. We just use them. It's great. If you have a different app and you use it, go for it. Maybe you know a different app. There are different apps on the market. I just recently saw it. There are some cool apps that you can actually download and check your progress, because you need to reflect a day. Okay, did I do good? Because if I don't do it right, how can I expect the results, right? Now, E stands for educate. You educating yourself, right? You watching this podcast, you watching YouTube video, you read, you study, you learn. It's become the lifelong learner. Become the person with an open mindset that absorbs information, but not only absorbs it, it takes action upon it, because that's what's the most important thing, is to take action. Because a lot of times what I've realized now, it's such a overwhelm of information out there that people get lost. That it's so much, and people jump from one thing to the next. They think that diets are what give them the results, but it's not. There is a magic pill out there, but it's absolutely not. There is nothing like this. You have to control yourself. The self-control is what's going to give you the ultimate discipline. So make sure that you also surround yourself by these well-educated other people that will actually take you on a journey, push you and pressure you, and lift you up and tell you, listen, it's time for you to lose the weight. You need to get healthier. So number 2, stop eating the junk food. I already mentioned the junk food. Stop eating the fast food. This was never a problem for our family. But for many people, it is. Maybe you conditioned yourself to drive by the fast food restaurant and you're starving and you always go there. So be mindful, and instead of turning to that parking lot and pulling into drive-thru, say, you know what, there is a deli down the street, or maybe a place that I can get a good salad with some grilled chicken. That's what it takes, guys. It takes one decision, just one decision every day. Number 3, if you're going out, choose the most healthy options. And how I teach my clients is always stick to grilled, stick to things that don't have sauces, that don't have heavy dressings. Everything should be grilled and natural. So grilled shrimp, grilled chicken skewers, grilled fish. And in today's restaurants, like today when you order, people have allergies. So you can ask, hey, listen, I cannot have butter because I'm allergic to butter. Can you make sure that there is no oil in it, please? And ask for steamed vegetables on the side. There is always a way. You can ask for, literally, when I order a salad, guys, I ask no cheese, no nuts. I ask if this is a weight loss in my head, because it's different when we working for performance or when we working for weight loss. If you want to knock down a few pounds, you got to be strict and you got to watch these calories, because nuts are great, but they will pack up on calories for you, right? So, and fats, and there's not that much protein in it. So you got to ask for the most healthy options. Grilled is the way to go. Now 4, stop using dressings, sauces, and other condiments. And condiments, instead of condiments, use real herbs. Literally, in today's supermarkets, there are real herbs, or you can use ginger, you can use parsley, natural things with a little bit of olive oil and salt. And it's going to create a dish of your lifetime. That's what it is. Because condiments have a lot of added sugar added crap in it that will only mess up your digestion in the long term. Number 5, start your day with protein. A lot of people don't realize that, but if you don't start your day with protein, your sugar level drops, your insulin level drops, so it's natural way that your body is craving sugar. So I call it SYDWP. Start your day on protein. Start your day on protein. That's the abbreviation, guys. How easy is to remember? So if is it egg whites with some vegetables? Awesome. Is it protein shake like I am doing? I'm using Trulin. I absolutely love it. Our friend Bedros Keuilian is the owner of Trulin Nutrition, so I strongly recommend you to use Trulin. Not only they have Trulin, but they have some other amazing products like Wellness Shot that in times of feeling sick, feeling down, and you with your health not doing that as well, this shot will help your life, will boost your immune system, and you're gonna feel much better. So look, this is not a paid advertisement. We just love the products, and we truly are grateful for finding a product like this. So there are products, and I'm just giving you exactly the answer, what you need to do. So Trulin Nutrition, love these shakes. I mix a Trulin shake every single morning with a half of cup of kefir, plain kefir, because I realized that a lot of almond milks and other milks have additive stuff, and I don't want to use it. So I'm using half of kefir, half water, a lot of ice. And look, you can add spinach, you can add other things, but adding bananas and adding other things, what it does, it only creates a bomb of high sugar and high carbohydrates. We don't want to do this. So number 6, concentrate on eating carbs during the day. So your carbohydrates should be loaded, if so, during the day. Now we're talking about the good carbs that comes from vegetables and a little bit of fruits. Too much fruits on your weight loss journey is not recommended. You want to kind of clean your body out of sugar. So how about in the first week, you're not going to eat any fruits, and you're going to let me know how you feel. I guarantee you that you're going to have great energy, because that's what it takes. It takes about 6 days. And trust me, I'm going to be talking about the loop habit later, but not in this episode. So stay tuned. If you want to come back for more, I'm going to give you some awesome breaking habits. So finish that day. When you eat your carbohydrates during the day, add that fiber and those good vegetables throughout the day. At the end of the day, finish the day with mostly protein. Now, look, if you're gonna get some 20 grams of carbs from broccoli, it's fine. And I'm giving you direct tools, guys, because that's what we've been doing. And I want nothing but the best for you. So finish your day with protein. If you want to add some extra shake, go for it. Because sometimes what I've realized is that when I don't drink a shake before I go to sleep and I am very hungry, I do not have a good night's sleep. And look, it works differently for everyone. Some people can go completely on empty stomach and they feel great. Some people will have a little problem sleeping. So you got to kind of look at yourself and see what works for me. Number 7, your plate should have colors, should have greens, should have yellow, red, and that's what the vegetables will bring you. So think about it. All these peppers and all broccoli and cauliflower, all these amazing vegetables that we have, and cucumbers and salads and arugula, it's all available for you. Like, I can give you literally an anti-inflammatory list that you should add it every single day, like cabbage, cauliflower, garlic. There is a winter squash, parsnips, peas, ginger, and all types of lettuce are anti-inflammatory. We wanted to add this to our system. Number 8, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And why I'm saying this, because a lot of times when you're trying to lose weight and you do not sleep, you stay up late. What happens is when you stay up late, your body naturally, because brain runs off carbohydrates, so see how the whole body works. Because your brain runs off carbohydrates, you get tired, so your body naturally craves sugar, something that will stimulate you. But at that time of the day, your body cannot break down carbohydrates. Simple as that. It can't. So you're going to be storing all the sugar and all the carbs by eating it. So that's why people crave popcorn. That's why people crave chocolate, crave sugar. Like, watch yourself in those moments when you stay up later. Usually it's on a weekend or when you go out with friends on the weekend. What happens? Do you crave more even though you may be not hungry? So how can you battle this? Make yourself a good protein shake with maybe, 40 grams of protein, but then also have the recovery. So what I mean by that, get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If you can, don't stay up late. Don't force yourself to watch Netflix. Don't force yourself to stay up and watch it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep earlier and get up earlier. And when you really need to stay up, watch yourself like a hawk. Next point is number 9 is hydrating yourself. Hydration, like, look, I have my water with me. You see me drinking either from this giant bottle to other drinks. I always drink water, and I drink 2 of these bottles. This bottle I refill 2 times, and I know that halfway through the day I need to go for that water because if I didn't, I'm in trouble, that I'm gonna be slowing down. So make sure that you have that water with you because hydration is everything. And look, again, Truly Nutrition has hydration too. The amazing powders that will give you the hydration that you would sometimes be searching for something different, right? Water is not enough. So that's why we're using Truly Nutrition. And how can you stay hydrated? By drinking 1 ounce per pound of your body weight. That's minimum. So in hot days, if you're living in a hot climate, make sure that you actually drinking more water. Number 10, eat 3 meals, big 3 meals, and maybe 2 snacks if you want to lose weight. However, if you think about healing your gut, I would say stick to 3 meals, main meals throughout the day, and avoid any kind of starches because, again, a lot of people make that mistake. They think that in pyramid, the most important things are carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are for performance, for your brain. Obviously, we need to have between 70 to 100 grams of carbs per day. Like a person with, that weighs 126 pounds like me, I will consume 100 days of carbs on a lifting day. On a cardio day, probably about 75. And this is good for me. Maybe for you might be a little bit different. If you've been consuming maybe 300 grams of carbs, so cutting it down in half, it's going to create a huge difference for you, right? And another point is strength training, guys. Strength training, you need to do 3 to 4 times strength training. And this is when Freak Fitness Formula comes in place. And I always leave you the link so you can get your free week on us when we actually give you a completely free idea of how to work out at the gym, how to work out at home, how to work out with weights, with machines, with body weight, how to do intense cardio. Everything is planned out for you. So 3 to 4 times that strength training is recommended, and maybe 2 times a HIIT training, some high intensity cardio training, and you're gonna have a whole week planned out. So if you are a person that comes to the gym and you're completely struggling, you don't know how to lift weights, how to use the machines, this program will have it for you because you will have exactly planned out exercises to execute. How awesome is that? So guys, I hope that you got some valuable information from this episode. I know that there is some steps that you need to obviously follow because without doing this and implementing and taking action, you won't be able to do it. But take 1 day at a time. Maybe list all of these things that I pointed today. Literally take a note. You might save this on your phone, in your notes. It can be a screenshot, something, put a list on your fridge, something that will remind you daily, because in our busy lives, we need to have reminders. That's what I've realized. A lot of times it's just, there is distraction. There is so much going on out there that we sometimes forget what we're supposed to do for ourselves. What is the main goal here? So the stressors are out there. When you stress, you eat, you don't know how to control yourself. And this is what we're going to be talking about some other episodes. And I know that it can be hard, but with this list, you already have a little outline. It's already going to be easier for you to do. And this is how you're going to lose weight. You have the map is there. You have the workouts, you know that you need to be prepared, you need to know what to avoid, what to do. That's simple. This is just execution. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching this episode, for listening to this episode, because as you know, I'm Spotify and other platforms, I'm on YouTube. Whichever platform you choose, make sure that you're subscribing, that you're liking this episode, that you're sharing this episode, and most importantly, that I hear from you, because I love reading the comments. I love, and I would like to hear from you. What has been the biggest struggle? Just send me a message, respond to me, send me an email. You guys have all the info for yourself. You just take some moment to reach out to me. And remember that the superhero is within you. You just need to rediscover it. May your discipline, energy be unstoppable. May your passion and curiosity be endless. May your enthusiasm be infectious. And may your inner glow shine through the project and your creations. And may your final outcome be of service to others. I make my difference in the universe, and the universe is awaiting you. No excuses.